Hello, babes. Welcome back to my channel. I remain your girl, Fehinbeauty. So today we are looking at another aged transformation. So, babes, first I did go into my primer, and babes, we are just playing around. And next, I'm going into my essential oil. So, babes, we are kind of in a very dry season, and her face is really dry. So I just had to, like, help, bring it up, bring it alive and all. Plus he really wants the makeup staying on and looking fresh, and I just want to take her back to her young self, make her look younger. Youngie, sweet 16. Oh, babe. So I'm just blending my Fit Me foundation into a skin. So I kind of love how receptive our skin was, to be honest. So, so babes, one of these days we are going to be looking at the no foundation, just concealers for, you know, our mamas, for one of our mamas. I don't know who it's going to be, but I think I mentioned it in the previous video. I kind of promised a few things that I've not done. Guys, I'm going to do it one of these days. So I'm going into our brows before we go into concealers. For some reason, I actually did want to do the brows before, even before I did the, what's it called, the foundation. But duh, I forgot, and we're just going into the brows. So I'm concealing the lower parts with LA Pro lighter shade, babes. Well, it is lighter than our skin, but I'm just, concealing the lighter parts with LA Pro. No, I just want her brows to pop, and to be honest, I know her very well. She's my mom, and I don't know if you guys have seen the similarities in the face. This is my humble mama, Miss Olufunlola. So she does not like brows. She does not like the way we do our brows. She prefers our brows very thin and all. But for the purpose of this video, she dropped her face. She left her face to my mercy. So, babes, um, I'm just, cleaning that up and all. Nothing too serious. It's not like we are doing anything serious on her face, just normal, no. So next, am I lighting her face with the same concealer? So for the upper part of her brows, I used a darker concealer, just like you would for a normal brow. But we are not done with the brows. We're gonna be done when we are done. If you don't get it, forget about it. So babes, I'm just like, using the same brush I used for my foundation. So I kind of I've been trying to, like, minimize brushes I use. It's not like I have so much brushes. I have just two foundation brushes and two highlights brushes and contour brushes, and I'm just trying to train myself to reduce brushes, since these days I do have so many people, and sometimes those brushes don't get dry quickly. Like, I had to wait hours for this one to get dry. So babes, it's better you just try to, as much as possible, use limited brushes. Plus, for you guys, I try so much to, limit the brushes I use, so that you can just know that it is not compulsory that you know use so many brushes. You have so many brushes. You could start small. Babes, I'm giving you legit. You know me. I give you 100% legit, babes. So it is not compulsory that you have hundreds of brushes. You could just have one, two, few brushes, and you manage it. When I first started makeup, I could not afford this kind of, although this kind of brushes were not really common, but I could not afford, the brushes that were in vogue then. I could not afford them, so I used mostly beauty blenders for my stuff, and they still came out well. So babes, it's not about the tools, although the tools that you use do matter. Using professional brushes today, I know the difference with my yesterday. So, babes, I'm just setting my, sorry, her face with some translucent powder. Oh baby, eh? So you can see the difference in her face already. Her face already is different. So next, I'm setting the contour with black opal powder in shade 3. In the shade 3. So babes, just to bring the face together. I don't want like a contour going far and being far from um highlights, so I also use the same powder for a reverse contour, but instead of just setting, I'm baking it. So babes, next, I'm just going to blend out every part of her face, together, to bring the face together as one. So she kind of has a lot of noise on her skin. Like, her skin is no longer, the smooth. Well, my mama, she does no facials and all, but we could look into that soon. She really does not do facials and all. My mama, she ain't young. She is still sweet 16, but she's way over 15 and close to her 60s. She's almost in her 60s, babes. So, babes. Oh, for our shadows, I honestly had something else in mind, different from what I ended up doing on her face. I actually had it like I wanted a a very how do you say it, a very natural look for her face, but I don't know what came over me. I did something entirely different from what I wanted, because I know her, and she wouldn't accept to do anything that is not looking natural. So babes, next I'm going into my beauty glaze, and I'm just padding and patting, you know as of this point, she was already like, oh, I'm tired, are you almost done? So I just had to quicken my steps. So next, I went into my green tea palette, babes. If you know how much I love this green tea palette, well, I just obviously automatically abandoned my other palettes, this is well. So I think I mentioned this before. I'm already thinking of getting another green tea palette. It's just been my go to powder palettes for a while now. So babes. So I just went into a very, very dark bronzer, and I used the bronzer to contour our nose and add to our cheekbone to make it go deeper, just a little bit, just a very, very tiny bit. And I extra blended that with some powder so you don't see it's like far, because she already noted she does not like her face being too colored and all. Of course, babes, she's my mom. You don't want to go offending my mama. Okay, so babes, I am adding some blush. Very, very light touch, babes. Very light touch. I know her, she's not this fashionista. She doesn't really fancy makeup, and actually she doesn't fancy it is an understatement. She doesn't like modern day makeup and all. But babes, I got you covered. I got you covered. So look at that. So I just went for it to highlight her cheekbones, and as much as she doesn't like it, it so fits her. Like as in, I was falling in love as I was doing it. Like, this is good. This is good. So truly, I stayed on our lane. I did. I stayed on our lane. I did not go further than what she would feel comfortable in. I only stayed with. I tried to, like, do things that she would feel comfortable in, because at the end of the day she still has to carry the makeup out. She has to be comfortable in the makeup and all. So babes, stay tuned for the game changer of the changer of the game now. Babes, as of here, I love it. So I'm just like blending the whole of her face together, just to bring the face together. So as of this point, she was like, I think my face is lighter. And I was like, oh, your face is okay. And she was like, oh, just add some very dark powder. I wanted to, so I just had to add little powder to it. So for the lips, I'm also going into some semi-nude lip for her, something natural. She loved the makeup at the end of the day. So I'm finishing off the brows, babes, and this, my darlings, is the finished look. So babes, if you did like the video, do not forget to give it a thumbs up. Also babes, do not forget to hit the subscribe button, and also do not forget to hit the notification bells to know when new videos goes up. Babes, if you do have a request, do not forget to hit me in the comment section. Till we meet again, I remain your girl, Fehinbeauty.